CO25.
Your content will begin shortly. Hello.
We may never know for sure, and you know what? That's okay with me. Here's Atom Bomb Baby by the 5 Stars.
Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Oh, wow. Son of a...
We may never know for sure, and you know what? That's okay with me.
Yeah?
Mighty as ever, here's Roy Brown on Diamond City Radio.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Busted.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Don't have the key. Would need the key. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, honey? What do you want me to
I
do?
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome.
This is insane. All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable. Please, just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit!
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
Honestly,
That is the reality.
I want him dead.
Here
I will kill them this time.
raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Hell of a story, but I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to accept the truth. It's quite encouraging. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand.
You knew the man...
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help.
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Your institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well, the world is not what it used to be. What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? The Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology.
Joke's on you,
and
son.
destroy
I hate the
anyone who
Brotherhood.
opposes them. And you would side with them. None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast as. I simply ask that you give the Institute. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take...
I just don't know.
Just. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been
this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
Greetings, ma'am.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
something that's actually useful.
Oh, yeah, it's not that bad.
Bet it's pretty boring down here compared to up there.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
Hi.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Your food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the commissary. What can I get for you?
Bro.
Sure. Let's take a look. Hi.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
Let's see what you got.
There we go.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Doctor, what are you doing here? Isn't today your day off?
It is. But honestly, what am I going to do with the day off?
I don't know. What do you usually do in your spare time?
Read test reports, compare data, work. What do you do?
Pretty much the same thing, I guess. Well, enjoy your day off.
I can't wait to kill everyone here. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yes.
Not stabby stabby stab. I have the Deliverer and this bad boy. I hit things and it's fun. Currently, I am stealing all of the Institute's tools because they had the audacity to make them out of out of, I'm assuming, aluminum. Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
Got it. That's it.
Was it just that awful? Cool. There needs to be an anime called I Was Reincarnated as a Wizard Otter. I'm like 90% sure that there is. And if not, that's literally a Magic the Gathering set.
Sweet.
It's one of those anime where the main character is a little preteen boy and he's surrounded by sexy adult pedophiles. Gotcha.
Nice.
Exactly. Now that's a super mutant. And by super mutant, I mean a child. Oh shit. Ram combination rent. Surgical trade.
I got lips, ruby and sweet. I've got hips that can't be beat. I got eyes that are looking for love. I just need a man who's man enough. I got arms, hold you tight. I've got charms to keep you with me at night. I've got all that you could ever want. I just need a man who's
Got
man
it.
enough. Don't need another casual lover.
I put up with it when it was just bad vibes, but then they started outright saying stuff like your teacher looks at you the way a woman looks at a man, as if it was a good thing. Fair.
If you got style and you know how to please in a smile,
Yay!
it makes me weak in the knees. If you're a guy
Look at these guys.
gentle and tough, you might be the man who's man enough.
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22-24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board. Exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
Looking for another lover every night. If you got style and you know how to please in a smile.
Now that's some soup.
If you're a guy.
Personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Here's a bit of news concerning the Vaults of the Commonwealth. Some of you out there may be
Sick.
familiar with Vault 81. Nice place. They keep to themselves, not very social. Apparently they've suffered from some sort of disease outbreak in there. I guess maybe it's a good thing they don't open the door much. But I shouldn't make jokes. It was evidently pretty serious. And of course, we can all empathize with what they're going through. I have seen reports of some fatalities, but my understanding is that things are now under control. So if you should happen to bump into someone from Vault 81, don't worry. They're probably not contagious. Just try to not tap your foot along to this one, I dare you. It's Uranium Rock by Warren Smith.
Mark Hamill was a watcher in Darksiders. Nice. There's like a ton of otters in anime, aren't there, Rem?
I'm through.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Surprisingly many? Interesting.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Doc?
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I doubt it. I just don't think I'd fit in.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
What? Why?
Rosalind is as smart as she
Dr.
is
Orman's
beautiful.
lecture on cold
I just
fusion was nothing short of
wish
a
I could
revelation.
get her to notice me.
Hey there.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Doctor?
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very...
Ooh, working on something important?
All of my work is important. Now, if you're quite finished, they're difficult enough.
I'll let you get back to work then.
Good. Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old now. It's remarkable that any child can survive.
A maintenance request has been submitted.
All right, unshrimping.
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Thanks for that, Otter. This is the back way that I came in. So I started playing Fallout 1 in my free time, and instead of doing
Yes, the retrieval team supposedly arrived with the surface sample.
one of the pre-gens or like modifying the game so that way I'm just kind of maxed out, like a video I found a while ago suggested. I decided to just do custom thing and max out my agility and my luck.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned,
yeah. So like I've got crazy decent unarmed. Because unarmed in Fallout 1 is a function of strength and agility. So like I was just punching red scorpions. That terminal looks like coffee cup full of the Matrix. Alright, so I got on the operations.
sweet.
Oh no.
I mean, sure.
Long past their projected lifespans.
It really had a master terminal lock for what generic supplies.
There we go.
And that, folks, was the
They must have known I was coming.
Thanks again. Of course.
You're tuned to the Commonwealth's only respite from the tedium and desperation.
Remember to keep unnecessary power
Diamond
consumption
City
to a
Radio.
minimum.
Now
Don't
here's
recharge
way back
unless
home.
your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Playing Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition for PS5, playing on Definitive difficulty. I was there. I've played it. I've played that game. I just haven't gotten too far into it personally. Very Zelda.
Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls,
It's just remarkable.
don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Hell, I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Benet, you know where to find the teleporter.
Now just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
All our divisions are important. I tend to think of robotics as the first among equals.
Do we really need all these coursers roaming the halls?
The synths aren't just Father's legacy. They're his gift to humanity.
Man, I love stealing all their tools.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
About as much of a nightmare as your mom is. Sick.
Dr. Logan, we received a work order from SRE. They're requesting replacement coursers again. Quite a few, actually. I guess they lost a whole unit on the surface.
Is this some sort of joke?
Excuse me, Doctor.
No, I'll handle it. I wouldn't wish dealing with that man on my worst enemy. You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
No robot is superior to me.
You might not think so now, but just wait. You've only seen a fraction of what our synths can do. Their potential is limitless. Like I said, a momentous time.
All this must be a little overwhelming.
Sick.
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
Hey, Doc.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially...
Cool.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Hello.
God, I got the bubbliest guts right now. Bubba gut.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Reporting
Hey there.
status. All functions normal. All systems nominal.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Some heads together.
You smell like you've been above ground.
Carry on,
Package
ma'am.
upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Courses on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
If I see one, it dies.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much...
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
If I get around to
Like any machine,
slaughtering
synths can malfunction.
everyone
That's
in
what
this
you've been
building,
doing so often.
you are going to
Well-
be a personal favorite.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
If you can't get along, it's gonna be hard to accomplish anything.
Yeah, even worse, we got a lot of smart guys with fragile egos. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It was good to meet you.
Excuse me.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
Excuse me, I've got
If you
reports
see
to
any
deliver.
suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Mankind redefined. It's catchy, isn't it?
Oh, so catchy, dude. Like, honestly, dude, you're on... Where'd you go? Okay.
Bing Crosby, hell of a positive guy. Good news is something often in short supply in the Commonwealth, folks. So I'm happy to be able to deliver a little bit to you. If you were one of the folks worrying in hushed tones about the whereabouts of Diamond City's most effective detective, you can rest easy. Nick Valentine is back in town and seemingly none the worse for wear. While details about what happened to him are scarce, I for one am just glad he's back. And in one piece. And if there's any more good news to share, you'll hear it first here on Diamond City Radio. Mighty as ever, here's Roy Brown on Diamond City Radio.
Subject identified.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still.
Excuse me.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
No offense, pal. I'm not letting a complete stranger poke and prod me.
I don't expect you to trust me right away. What I can tell you is this. The medical treatments of your time are nothing compared to what we can do here. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to. There. All done. You can return to your and remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
That's not weird at all.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Safety
first. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Well, that was productive. Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient platforms.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
You know what? I like her. As long as she doesn't try and shoot me.
At best, and deadly at worst.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
He's a good kid, but I'd appreciate it if he didn't bother you at work. We don't need
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want in this case is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Okay. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
You ever hear of something called Project Purity? Dude named James, I think the Jefferson Memorial?
Reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Clunker in the basement, you say?
Always be vigilant.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Useless.
Okay, but seriously though, how do I actually leave? I'm so concerned. Oh,
Greetings.
commissary.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
That was Billie Holiday. Coming at you almost live from Diamond City. I'm your host.
I tried that and it didn't work. It said I couldn't fast travel from the area.
Her three sons are up next with Worry, Worry, Worry.
2494.
Not like that old guy, am I right?
Wild, okay. I got a feeling that I'm going to have to figure some stuff out. Okay. So 45 and 10 mil. All right. So 1663. Sick.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's...
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
It seems like a strange choice. On more than one level.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something new. New discoveries are always welcome. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me. What do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Seriously, you really believe a human could be a synth?
That's a difficult question. I suppose it depends on how closely we've managed to mimic human behavior and emotions. Yours is a unique position. You may be the only one that's truly able to answer these questions right now. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Sean?
Our advances will, in time, change the world.
Reading the Eminence in Shadow manga, this character named Doum Ketsuhat. The anime sub calls him Perv Asshat. But the manga translator's note describes it as Supermaskis being spanked with a bat. To be fair, kinda not wrong.
Are you familiar with the old sailing ship stranded on top of a building downtown? Reports from the area suggest it'd be a
Hello,
good
Mother.
idea to avoid the ship
Enjoying your time
at all
here.
costs. Now,
Who
you'll have
can
to shift
I
your
meet,
gaze
I guess?
much higher. You heard it here. The ship somehow managed to become airborne and lodged itself in a different building downtown. How? Why? I suggest you just roll with it, folks. It's crazy, but it's true. Keep it tuned to Diamond City Radio for all the latest news, no matter how weird. And now, Connie Allen blasts off with Rocket 69.
operating at full capacity.
Doctor?
You know, I guess. What time is it? Ah.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking.
I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my husband.
Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical... We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it... There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycle... The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the... So, now that you're here and you've spoken...
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you... If there's anything else you'd like to know about the...
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye,
Sick.
then.
Hey, level up. Ooh, one more level and I am level 100, and this has been a very played character.
Hey, got my attention.
Hey.
Hmm?
What the?
Hey.
Yeah?
Heads up.
I take requests.
Alright, so I need a left leg, a left arm, a right leg, alright, so I've got the 2 legs. Now I just need a left arm. Oh, wow. I really don't have a lot of left arm stuff. Alrighty then.
Never built much myself. I'm not supposed to operate heavy machinery.
Alright, you're good. Dick.
Heads up.
Just say the word.
courtesy of Frankie Carl. You folks out there listening to Galaxy Radio have always enjoyed the radio plays, right? The ones about the dreaded Silver Shroud. We've had them in rotation for a while now, and they're a fun little adventure. Only now it seems the adventure has become real. That's right, folks. The Commonwealth now has its very own superhero in the form of the Silver Shroud. Or, at least, someone dressing up like him. Crime in Goodneighbor has a new enemy, it seems. Why would someone don that costume? Your guess is as good as mine. Probably better, in fact. Goodneighbor resident Kent Connolly swears that he was actually rescued by this Tommy gun-toting hero. So I guess if you're out there and thinking about breaking the law, you might want to consider steering clear of Goodneighbor. Or else the Shroud might come after you. Here's something we can all stand to think about a little more often. It's Happy Times by Bob Crosby.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
I've got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see.
Tell me that smells not you.
Retrovirus has matured
you need to see a
nicely.
doctor.
Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
That's good.
It is. But there's only one way to know if it works. All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Protect and serve.
step over here. Might end up looking like me.
We taught those raiders a lesson. We'll teach them again if they come back. The farm's not much, but it's something.
Farming's as honest work gets.
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is gonna be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Raiders thought we were easy pickings. We showed them different.
Identity confirmed. This unit is ready to serve.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Identity confirmed. This unit is ready to serve.
All systems go?
This unit is currently ready for next.
Sure. Actually, I'll be back later.
Standing down.
Life still ain't perfect, but we're surviving.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
What's going on?
Hope you ain't one of them synths here spying.
Identity confirmed. This.
Huh?
heard from the ink spots with maybe.
Paladin Dance.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
This time it's more.
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile.
Who's Elder Maxon?
Maxon is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Back on top.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
Why is it the moment that everything changes, Dance?
This beats mayoral duties any day of the week.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted her to Initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridwin and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Well, my husband was. He was in Alaska, you know?
Sorry to disappoint you.
Sorry? A little soft around the edges, aren't you? If you want to earn your place among the best, you need to toughen up. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
It's not like I have a choice.
If you want to remain with us, then you're right. You don't. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
You wanna try me?
Hancock, you look so goofy in that.
I can't talk to you right now. Maxon is preparing.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you. Past my expectations.
You want some of this?
Did you come in just for the beer and cigarettes?
Honor.
danger? Sit back and enjoy some wall.
Come on, soldier, stay with me!
City Radio. Dead set on making it shake. Here's a big Maybach.
Shoot to kill!
Long live the brother. And with that, fuck the Brotherhood. Now I have to go back and undo all that.
Every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Sith, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their Siths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! If dumb and ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Area sweep, now!
They can't hide from us.
Lame.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
If you cared about them, you'd leave them to their own devices.
Leaving them to their own devices is what reduced this metropolis to ruins in the first place. I'm a bit surprised that you don't realize that by now.
You're not going to convince me you're right.
Yet despite that, Paladin Dan still feels you'd be an asset to the Brotherhood, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
Only a knight? Why not a paladin, like Dance?
The Brotherhood maintains a strict hierarchy, organized by rank. Paladin is several ranks above knight, and it took Dance many years to achieve that goal. With your continued loyalty to the Brotherhood, I'm certain you can attain the same. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight.
It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions.
How did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work
I
ahead
guess
of us.
if you are out there, good luck, Knight.
Paladin Dance.
There you are.
One of the greatest singers
How did it
of
go
all
with
time,
Elder Maxon?
I think. Here's Ella
He
Fitzgerald.
sounds pretty delusional to me. You don't actually buy everything he's saying, do you?
You shouldn't judge Maxon on his words alone. His actions prove his sincerity. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. You can't fix it.
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Dr. Tegan might have what you need.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Proctor.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Plenty of work if you need it.
There. That should hold.
Thank you,
Very
sister.
food with
You know, we
We'll
wouldn't
end
have
up
to
worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Excuse me, Scribe Naraya?
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, sister. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Your mom.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed. Our vertibird should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Outrank me or not, don't touch the experiments. Please, ma'am.
Never
I really should have my armor adjusted.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just when I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you know.
Good. Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal. You didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks.
Sure. Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator? I guess. Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason. Food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas.
Starting to roll, I felt my world shake. Out of control like a world war starting to brew. Baby, it's just you. Like a cyclone, wild and extreme. I got my mind blown, stuck in a dream. Waking up without a clue.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
The new recruit tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Not what I was expecting. Sounds like you're disappointed. Not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Most people in your condition would have given up. Can I hear your story?
Sure. What the hell? I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
So if you're out there sitting on a pile of ill-gotten gains from Good Neighbor, I highly suggest you keep quiet about it. Here's a whole lot of shaking going on.
I think you should stay on point.
Big Maybell.
Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What? Not even a
I hardly need to... Oh my. It appears I've mistaken you for someone else. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
It's a cat.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Can it wait?
That's fine. But I can't clear you for active duty until you've completed the exam and I give you a clean bill of health. Let me know when you're ready.
Captain.
Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure,
I guess.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so Have
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Don't let that
Can't
ghoul
pick
out of your
this.
sight. Knows the damage it could do.
Hey there.
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Prydwen in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood.
Totally, Dance. Totally.
Tough to survive out here. At least that's
My
what worked
experience.
for me.
Dance, please do remember I'm only playing along until they want you killed, and then I will destroy the entire Brotherhood. Because I care more about you, Dance, than I do about the entirety of the Brotherhood. Because Maxon's kind of a dick.
I don't want to be the one picking up chunks of it later.
Now have them.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Sure.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
Ugly green bastards don't stand a chance.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses. Commonwealth weaponry.
God, I hate these guys.
Protect yourself.
Now this is a rush.
Truly one of the greatest voices ever. Here's Nat.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Brotherhood of Steel thinks ghouls are all monsters. Let's see him make a move. Show him who the monster is.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sight.
Let me down there. Am I dead? Cool.
Not gonna bother us again. hope you're not looking for something specific.
What's that? I hear. Something.
Sweet.
Ow! Face me! Look me in the eye and...
Some jet after that. I didn't sit well. What have we? Not your day. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
What you got?
Hey, Hancock.
Hey, when you got time, I got something I still need you to hear.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It's just being out here with you, it's made me realize most of my life to this point, I've been running out on the good things I got. I skipped out on my family, my life in Diamond City, took up with you just to get out a good neighbor. Hell, running from myself is what made me into a damn ghoul. But being here with you for the first time in my life, things have just felt right. And running is the furthest thing from my mind. I mean, I left Good Neighbor thinking I was gonna just sharpen up the old killer instinct. But whether it's fate, or destiny, or just goddamn coincidence, I ended up with someone like you. I turned one of the nastiest settlements in the Commonwealth into a refuge for the lost. I thought I'd done something I could hang my hat on. But being out here with you, it's made me realize just how small time I'd been thinking. And that maybe all my running, from my life, myself, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing after all.
You may have run, but you always ran for a reason, Hancock.
Been trying to convince myself of that for a long time. But hearing that coming from someone like you, I don't know if you understand what that means to me. So let me get to the point. Throwing in with you has been the best decision I've ever made. It's like I found a part of myself I never realized was missing, which happens sometimes when you're a ghoul. If I hadn't taken up with you, I'd probably be in a gutter somewhere, getting gnawed on by rad roaches. You have been one hell of a friend.
Have you ever thought about us as maybe more than just friends?
Is that obvious? Come on, you don't want to wake up to this mug every morning. Never wished that on anyone I cared for.
Who I fall for is my decision. And I've fallen for you.
Wouldn't expect that kind of lapse in judgment from you. But I guess that works out for me then, doesn't it? Moments like this, I know all that karma stuff is bull. Because no one like me should be this lucky. Come on, love. Let's get this freak show on the road.
Neat.
Place would give a cleaning bot a heart attack. Jackpot.
That's it.
I guess this area ain't regularly part of the tour.
There we go.
doubt this place has ever seen the delicate touch of... Inside, you got it. Hey, come here. You think you could use this? When they pick a theme, they stick to it. I'll give them that.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Frankie Carl.
That sound, what is it?
What's that?
Someone there?
Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news
What?
for all of us.
I hear
The
something.
latest word is that they've retaken the castle. The noble holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was
Damn.
no small feat
A lot
to
of
get that
learning
back
went
under
into
their
putting
control.
together a place like this.
There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks.
Hey, I got
now
some...
that they've set up shop, I'm told that they're in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think?
Human.
Miles here bringing you Warren Smith with Uranium Rock.
Oh, I'm failing now. Your time.
Move yourself pretty well, sister. Fancy gadgets like these gotta be worth something, right? left in that kind of condition. You telling me I've been using small arms for all these years and these have been just sitting there?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight in couple. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured.
Sure.
You should head back up to the Prydwen. Dismissed. The Brotherhood rose from the ashes of the U.S. military.
Just heard 3 Sons here on Diamond City Radio.
You have some sort of medical problem here, or are you just yanking my chain?
Here's a bit of news.
Are you really a doctor?
My doctor? Let me show you my degree from the school. I'm a positive institution in these parts.
Nice place. They keep to themselves.
Not interested.
Very well.
Sure.
Apparently they've suffered from some
Too many miles on the road.
disease outbreak in
At
there.
least the pay is terrible.
Yes, maybe it's a good thing they don't open the
Yeah?
door much. But I shouldn't make jokes. It was evidently pretty serious. And of course, we can all empathize with what they're going through. I have seen reports of some fatalities, but my understanding is that things are now under control. So if someone from Vault 81, don't worry. They're probably not contagious. Now here's It's a Man by Betty Hutton.
Keep the cargo safe.
Could use a bit of this.
Everything the well ever
Take whatever you can. I'll keep watch. You're gonna... I wish this was a nightmare. Come on. At least try.
All right. Still in one piece.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with you anyway.
Hail, Knight.
Greetings, Knight.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
So, what happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was a piece of cake.
I'm glad you feel that way, because it only gets more difficult from here. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best.
That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the... Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation.
Where can I get more signal?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are... Should you need more, you should acquire...
The best weapon for...
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards an even greater Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute. And liberated... I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape. There could be data vital to the success of our mission. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital Wasteland to... During this process, we were able to...
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr.
She was part of a civilian project in the capital Wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the... After some time, she developed differences. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make...
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood...
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed... Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, if you find out that she's still alive, there's a special project we're working...
Right. What's this project that...
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon. We'd like her to continue. Just keep your mind up. Good luck, Knight.
There aren't any gunners left to tell the tale. If that's true, it's a little unsettling. Those guys meant business. There are rumors circulating.
Sick.
Was somehow involved. Now I know they come up every time something bad or unexplained happens. But in this case, even I have to admit, it's hard to not suspect they were involved. Don't jump to conclusions, but keep your wits about you, folks. And don't worry. At this time, there's no reason.
Alrighty, I think this is where I'm going to be ending my stream for today. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.